Okay guys, back for another cast on the druid. Last time I looked out in Orgrimmar and what I did out off screen afterwards was that I handed in a quest in Gadsden in Solaris. That gave me an additional 2 quests right next to the NPC where I completed it, ending up in 5 Noggenfogger elixirs. They have various effects, like for instance this one where I am looks like a skeleton. Oh, interesting. So I actually thought that my moonkin form here would break um, the costume, you could say, but it doesn't. It gives me underwater breathing as well. There are 2 others, among other I can get. I think slow fall. So for a class like this one that doesn't have any sort of slow fall besides my sort of cat form that you can't see now due to the costume, it would be kind of nice to maybe have it as a chance to like I think it's like 33% chance to get a slow fall. That might not save you anyway when you're falling, but oh well. Anyway, back to business here. I'm currently in Searing Gorge, and I actually have a couple of quests that I can hand in. It's kind of reverse of where I'm usually are here in this area. Understood, like I have completed the 50 elites as I had an option with the 60 mage a couple of episodes back, and now I'm back to pick up the 2 level 49s that I was sort of missing. After I'm done with these 2 level 49 quests, I only got 2 other sort of low level quests, 48 and 49, but it's in the dungeon Morndon, and I haven't been able to find a group for that yet. Further, these quests doesn't give any reputation. I've set up Hearthstone in the neighboring area, as you cannot, Horde haven't got a fly point here, and there's no fly point at Thorium Point. It's sort of a neutral faction. Oh, and some of the mobs that I have to grind are already here, you could say outside. It's the spiders. So might as well get going on those. I'm just gonna buff up any kind of mana regeneration here. And then it's, yeah, off to business. And about the Hearthstone, it's not like it doesn't matter here, because afterwards I have to sort of go underground here and kill some mobs. The ones you can see here are actually underground mobs. And it would be nice not to make some kind of parkour when I have to get back up. Let's see if I can do some additional damage this time, because I sort of upgraded the spell by the druid trainer. That would be my wrath spell. And I think I'm closest. Before it was probably like 300 average damage. Now it looks like it's around 330. But I'm thinking that after, when I've completed these quests, I'm probably gonna start to hand in some of the level 50, including the 50 elites that I have. At least if they give any kind of reputation. I'd like to make room for more quests, and especially for, say, the Hinterlands elite quest. There are probably 5 or 6 of them, something like that. And as you can see, at the moment I have 17 out of 20, so there's definitely not room for all that many additional quests at the moment. Among other, because I have, say, level 50 elite quests here that I haven't completed yet, in order to, of course, get as much reputation from the quest I had left. But you could say sort of the long-term or strategic plan would be to get the quests collected for Moradon. I have that already, actually. I'm just going to minimize that one again. And then the quest for the Hinterlands Elite. But that's a total of, say, 10, 11, 12 quests that I have to have room for. Meaning that I would like to dump, I think, of course, all the 49s, that'll be easy. These are the last 2 left. But also level 50, 51 maybe. Okay, interesting. So I can ride as well, sort of in Moonkin form here. That's a new one. Because due to this costume here, I'm just constantly in Moonkin form. Spiders with fireballs, interesting. I don't think I've critted one time yet since I started, but okay. It's the first time for everything. There we go. So 708, that's my first crit. So that's almost 100 additional crit of what I normally would crit for, due to the Raspel was upgraded by the druid trainer. It's every second level you can get new talents, or not talents but spells. Talents are yeah, this stuff in here, and it's a little bit boring because I have to, the last of my talents here I have to use for stuff that aren't that beneficial, I think. But that's life of the Moonkin, I guess. And by the way, I think the area here is Searing Gorge is very sort of easy, understood in the way that I haven't encountered any sort of elites wandering around, say like Son of a Arugel in Silverpine Forest, stuff like that, but for level 50. So there aren't sort of any great surprises. There's a bunch of humanoids walking around, so poachers or something they were called, I think. They are wandering around up here. I probably mentioned them before. So they're walking sort of back and forth in this area, and it will probably be close to death penalty for me to run into them because they are like 5, 6, 7, and I think they're web too, so I would have a hard time getting away. Even if I changed shape, I would probably get sort of whipped, etc. And if you've seen a couple of videos before, you know that it's not Moonkin's favorite dish to have a lot of mobs sort of pounding on him. As I can't get any spells off then. Or at least way more limited in... I guess no caster likes to be hit on sort of in a physical way, I mean. A mage will have, say, Nova, and a priest will have the shield, and a warlock will have, I don't know, AoE and fear and stuff, and Moonkin... Oh, nice. It's actually quite decent help for a helmet for a caster shemmy, not bad. So, first world drop of today, let them keep coming. But what I was about to say was that Moonkin have armor. As you can see here, armor contribution from the items that you wear are increased by 360%. That's pretty much as a tank. At least the tank in plate without a shield or something like that. So form is gonna run out. Let's see what happens if I stay in Moonkin or something else happens. gonna drink up. So rather typical world drop in the way that typically mobs drop items 5 levels below their own level. And as you can see, I think actually it was a level 47 mob that dropped that level 42 item, so that figures. Costume wearing out, and I'm back to Moonkin form here. Super duper. I don't really have any use for these sort of knock and fogger at the moment, except this sort of slow fall if it was, so I'm just gonna spend them. And I got the Skelly again here. We can see sort of statistically what they end up in, but I think it's all just coincidence that I'm twice as Skelly now, and not feather fall or whatever you can get. So yeah, very easy quest, nice and grindy. Not much to it. I think the skeleton here, by the way, has the same sort of caster animation as undead male. And that, I guess that figures being undead sort of as a skelly. And the fire blooms, I'll take him as a sort of combine them. I just spent all I had because my bank was getting kind of full, so I made some fire, I think fire spell power, something like that. I'm not gonna use them myself, so I'm just gonna sell them. Currently they are up for like 4 gold a piece, and I have a buddy, the guy I talked to the most, at least in here now. It's a Greek guy with a fire mage. I did some quests with him back then, but I think I did like Sufarak with him or something. But he's already doing not full Nax, but he's in a rooster that can sometimes be joining in Nax Ramas. So he got far, and he's sort of the classic, he's hurrying to get to the end game. He actually said, because there was a Nax raid last night on the server, that they almost wiped. But unfortunately it didn't work, the video he showed me. It's always interesting to see. They might pop up on some of the various videos about hardcore. I don't recall what there's some kind of series on the internet with hardcore. It's deaths, but also near death, stuff like that. So let's see. Yeah, with 15 spirit, 15 intellect and stamina, it's very nice caster helmet, and I would say even as a both for say, I don't recall. It's one of the least played classes by me, if ever, a chamois. I don't know, they're not that interesting to me, I don't know why, and if I was to play one, it would definitely be a caster. But I've heard they could be quite fun as Wind Fury as well. Anyway, with the stats on that helm, I think it would be quite nice. 10 stamina, 15 intellect, 15 spirit. Could be used, I guess, both for a healer, chamois, and for, I don't even know what it's called, the chamois that use sort of aggressive caster spells like, I know it's lightning mainly, I think, that they use as a, you could say, this is nature damage. Mage uses, say, frost and fire, and lock is fire too, and shadow, and the chamois is lightning and nature, I think, damage. I mean the kind of damage that they dish out. Anyway, quest complete, nice and grindy. I'm gonna go hand in, and then it's time to go sort of underground. And like I said, if you're supposed to do the next quest here, Incendosaurs or whatever quests that are below ground, I advise you to have your Hearthstone up and running. I can always use, if I was sort of getting cornered or in trouble and I want to get out, then I could always use my Moonglade, teleport Moonglade. I would have a long way back here, you could say, if so, but it would be an option. But but like I said initially, I've set up my Hearthstone in the neighboring area, as it's the closest there is to here. Having this much experience left, I think I'm just gonna hand in all I got, including the 50 elites I did back then with 60 mage. So everything's just gonna be turned in random order here. Yeah, nice chest. Sure. If I were to play a cat druid. Oh. And a 60 pally. Okay, so I can make various hand-ins here, I see, in order to improve my reputation. I guess I'm just gonna have to read about that eventually. Yeah. Just gonna get a little additional mana and sell all this stuff here. Alright. I'm off to do the last quest I have at the moment, but I think I can do sort of repeatable quests here. I'm probably gonna have to read about how you do this the smartest. If I wanna sort of have more reputation with these guys, if it's worth it, they should hopefully at least have one alchemy recipe. I have another level 50. It's one of the follow-ups to well, the quest I did with the 60 mage back then, so I'm just gonna hand in here as well. And it results in a new 50. He has to do some kind of stuff here. Waiting for that. But it's cool, makes room for, yeah, the Hinterlands quest among other. Oh, and a solid chest here, sure, I'll take that. I think these guys, they don't spawn normally. Oh, not a bad one either. So, okay, I think I'm supposed to... Okay, take this thingy here, the shiny... I think this is, by the way, what do you call it? A tournament for... I'm not quite sure what, actually. But if it's for one of the dungeons or raids over here in Blackrock Mountain, this mighty Colossus here. Speak with the... Okay, so this resulted in finally in a level 52 elite quest. I'm just gonna wait with that for now. I might be able to complete it now, but I'm not. I have so many other quests, so it's no rush really. There are 4 towers, as you can see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you have to kill some mob or get some kind of thing from up there. But it's a 52 elite. I can complete it at. Oh my God! Someone died here. Yeah. Okay. Some kind of undead caster. And yeah, gotta dish this elemental from the friendly neighborhood here. So, Fire Bloom, where are you? Strange. I don't know, it may be below, or I'm blind. Probably the last. Okay, that's odd. And when it's odd, it becomes interesting. So, apparently there should be a fire bloom somewhere here, but I think it might be below because I really can't see it here. And to be honest, I think this one, I'm just gonna dump it because I saw that I could just talk to a guy now. If I want to do that level 52 elite quest, I could get a new torch. At least I saw that. Okay, I can't find this flower. Never mind it. So what I want to do here is get below in the one. As far as I recall, I may screw this up, but I don't think so. I want to get in the. It's the sort of when you're looking at the map here. It's the one on the furthest to your right, you could say. And in order for me to be able to, yeah, not get killed when I jump down here, I go cat form because I take less falling damage in cat form. So what I do is just walk out here. I don't jump or anything, I just walk. And then I'm just gonna walk carefully down to the next ledger here. And then finally I'm gonna do the same here, so I land right there. This is in order to do this quest, but there were some of the 50 elite I handed in were done here as well. So I'm just gonna have the right direction, you could say, but I'm just gonna walk again. So there wasn't any jumping here at all. I just walked. The quest I did do, the level 50s were done straight ahead down there. But here actually, I think I have to turn. Yeah. Or actually I have to jump down on this ledge and then I'll complete the Incendosaurs stuff down there. So again, I think there's probably somewhere. Yeah, I could jump down here. But yeah, I don't think it's not that far. I don't even think I would take that much damage from being, say, a moonkin. I can test it out, sure. Yeah, why not? Let's see how much damage we take. 531. That's like less. Yeah, about a quarter. Anyway, the mobs that I need are right here. No big deal really, except I can't root them, I suppose. No, because this is considered being indoor. And yeah, be alright. Oh. So I have to kill 20 of these guys. I get 20 scales. I might get more than one per kill. I just have to kill them, but they drop Incendosaur scale, and the Incendosaur scales are actually part of a repeatable quest eventually, where you can make some hand-ins to this the what's it called, the Thorium Brotherhood. Yeah, you can make reputation gains with those guys. So Nordic God, or Nordic God died. He fell into his death in Flux Fen. I think it was in. It is in the Barrens. And he probably got overwhelmed there. It's a sort of an oil rig, it looks like, if I remember correctly. And the problem with that is that you can get aggro from below and above and the sides. You can pretty much get 360 degrees aggro, and that surprises some people, of course. So if he died due to falling damage, I can imagine it was an act of panic. So you're trying to jump off the oil rig, which is in fact a tower, sort of, and then, yeah, well, he was probably low on hit points already, so he died. That would be my assumption. But you know, as Clint Eastwood would say, assumption is the mother of all fuck-ups. So it might be something else. Just gonna check out what kind of reputation I do have with these guys now, by the way. The Thorium Brotherhood. I'm neutral, 600 neutral. Alright. And a level 10 died here from a pretty regular quest mob in the Barrens as well. It's gonna be awesome when I can do actually 1000 damage in a single cast. But yeah, I'm at 700, so it'll be quite a while. Probably have to be 16 pretty decent gear. So halfway there. Seems to respawn pretty fast. Kinda nice. Yeah, and of course these silks here they used, I think mainly, oh, well, definitely in tailoring recipes, but probably other stuff as well. I'm not quite sure what though. Oh yeah, and my chicken. I always forgot my chicken. There we go. My loyal companion here. 5 more to go, and yeah, I guess it would probably be smartest to go up here where I started initially, so I don't sort of get respawns right on top of me. That's rather annoying. And a little dangerous too eventually, if I get low on mana. So I came in up here, I think. Yeah, I came from up there. So this was probably the first kill that has respawned. And then I took a left here, so it's probably gonna be respawns here. It's gonna be close, I think. Nope, not yet. I'm gonna take this patrol then. I might not have killed him at all, because it looks like the sort of patrol that binds all the others together. Like the one down there, probably. Or other than that, it looks like they're sort of respawning in a bit of a random order. Then they can get destroyed in random order, no problem. There's one right next to me now. Let's see if I make it out. I do. Sort of Skinner's paradise here, I guess. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait a couple of seconds for my innovate. I could start here. Never mind. Last kill. There we go. Okay, so back to Kargath. And then I'm gonna fly to Thorium Point, I think it's called. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm already sort of dividing my loot, you could say, to, yeah, whoever needs it. Well, not needed, but whoever sort of, I have a warrior alt that's sort of keeping these, for instance. And I got this. I'm not quite sure what to do about it, really. Removes one bleed effect, but I hardly ever have any on me, so, you know, I don't really think I'm gonna bother it. I might keep it in my bank until I figure out what to do with it, really. Other than that, just gonna sell some stuff here. What is the heat? Okay, but like I said, I'm gonna have to read about it. So, as usual, guys, I'm gonna call this a video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.